All right, so one of the largest reasons that you are enjoying your time here at Banquet tonight is the result of these 6 outstanding individuals sitting on my immediate left and my immediate right. These are the 2010-2011 Sunny Hills FFA chapter officers. Now, for those of you who are kind of keen on the idea that elected kids in high school don't really do anything, these individuals sitting right here are the antithesis, I learned that word from Mr. Wolf, Miss Wilson, are the antithesis to this idea. So, what I would like to do, because I am the only officer on this team that has served for more than 1 term. All these other individuals, it was their first year. And in my very humbled opinion, they did an outstanding job. So what I would like to do now, as a very, very emotional farewell to this agriculture department and the outstanding individuals that have served it, I would like to call each of the officers individually and give them a small token of my appreciation as well as the chapter's appreciation. When I say small, I mean very small, but it will fit. So, in no particular order, Chapter Vice President, Sasha Heavrin. I met Sasha freshman year. I was trying to get the phone number of her best friend. Didn't work out too well. So we didn't really talk that much until she suddenly materialized in my English class. I distinctly remember her saying, "Oh, you're that weird kid who so-and-so doesn't like." As they say in Spanish, alguien soy yo. That means somebody's me. So Sasha, although maybe not my biggest fan to begin with, we've grown to, love each other. So essentially, when I think of Sasha, I think of somebody who is always there. Somebody who I could go to and tell my entire life story and have her not only understand, but I know that I could trust her with it. So, Sasha, if I could think of one word to describe you as, it would be friend. And her retiring plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time, your 2010-2011 Chapter Vice President, Sasha Heavrin. Chapter President, Victoria Williams. First time I ever remember talking to Victoria, she was struggling to move a rather large bale of hay out to the pasture. She knows what I'm talking about. And I said, "Oh, let me help you with that." And she said, "No, the thing's broken and you're going to hurt yourself." I said, "Well, I'm pretty buff, I think I can handle it." Well, I wound up dropping it in the drain, and let's just say Mr. Worrell and Miss Kerr were not very happy campers. So, one of the biggest things that I've noticed about Victoria through her year of service as chapter president, she's an extremely passionate individual. To our meetings, she brings an unparalleled, wow, I screwed that up, an unparalleled enthusiasm. An enthusiasm that I don't think could be topped by even a state officer. She is always bubbly and friendly, and she always has a smile on her face. And man, when my day is going sour, I go to those meetings and I say, "Oh, it's a happy time here in Southern California." Victoria Williams, one word to describe you: passionate. Thank you for your service. Chapter Secretary, Shelby Fajnor. So, Shelby, she's the individual that I've known the longest out of this officer team, and that's not necessarily a good thing. From her perspective, not mine. We met in junior high. I honestly forget how, but yeah, she remembers. She'll tell you later. So I met Shelby in junior high. We never really talked that much. Freshman year, we said, "Oh, I guess we both like ag. I guess we're going to have to learn to like each other." So then, I'm just kidding. As time went on, we really became close because we realized that we had the same ideals. We had the same mission statement, so to speak, for this chapter. And this year, as chapter secretary, she has done an outstanding job of ensuring that our agendas, our minutes, and above all, the organization of our chapter materials is in top order. So I think she deserves a round of applause. For that reason, one word to describe you: sincere. Thank you. Final time, 2010-2011 Chapter Secretary, Miss Shelby Fajnor. Embarrassingly, these are going in order, so much for no particular order. Chapter Treasurer, Sam Olson. So, Sam and I go way back. How long, Sam?
About 2 years now.
Yeah, about 2 years. And so, essentially, Sam and I, being the only guys on this team, you know, guys got to stick together, right? So while the girls are over there doing their makeup and talking about how hot Enrique Iglesias is, Sam and I are out there, you know, talking about Chevy or Ford. Yeah, I agree. Chevy's, you know. Anyway, Sam and I are always finding new ways to have fun and finding new ways, and he makes me laugh almost every time I see him, even when he's making fun of me. So, for that reason, Samuel Olson, one word to describe you: fun. Chapter Sentinel, Melissa Russell. Ooh, there's too much to say about this girl. I guess I'll start off simple. She's blonde. No, seriously though, this girl has really risen to the occasion. When I first met her in freshman year, she was one of those people, kind of like I was, where she was like, it's cool, but, you know, take it or leave it. Last year, wow, she came out of nowhere. She ran for chapter office, she got a steer, she got a lamb, she got a breeding goat, and now I'm proud to announce that this girl, Melissa Russell, is serving as your 2011-2012 Orange Section Vice President. Now, as a result of this, well, she's never going to let me live it down, so I guess, I don't know.
Okay.
Long story short, she's probably going to yell at me about that later, but that's okay. Anyway, so basically, given her intense loyalty and dedication to this chapter and this section, I hereby say, one word for you, Melissa Russell: dedicated and loyal. Well, that's actually 2 words. So, you know, that's the whole officer team, so I guess it was, Last but most certainly not least, 2010-2011 chapter historian, Katie Moore. Now, Katie started coming here a long time before she was in high school. And as a result, when she assimilated into FFA, she was already running at full speed. So she's raised a dairy heifer, a lamb, a goat, breeding ewe, steer, chickens, and pretty much any other thing that can be sold for profit. I'm kidding. Katie is probably the most enthusiastic sophomore FFA officer that I have ever seen. I haven't seen that many, but out of the ones I have seen, she is by far the most enthusiastic. She always is the one in the meetings that's saying, well, how about this idea? Well, how about that idea? And you know what? A lot of her ideas have been implemented. These tiki torches, these palm trees, these outstanding Christmas lights are all a result of her ideas. So I think you guys owe her a round of applause. Now, ironically, even though she's a sophomore and she's a historian, I could think of no better way to describe this young lady than leader. Alrighty, with that being said, I'm ready to do that.
Not so fast.
Oh, since he said everyone else, I felt I get the need to describe none other than our famous reporter, Alex Johnson. He may have said I met him in junior high, but we really did not know each other until eventually. We have been good friends. He has been the most outstanding officer, well, one of the most outstanding officers I have ever met. He uses big words all the time that even I struggle to understand on a regular basis.
Should hear him at home.
He will serenade you in Spanish, even if you don't want to. He will point to you and make you feel like you're number one, even if you were last in line. Oh no, it's good. It's good. You're gonna go far. He has not only been a great officer, he's been a great friend. He's shown true compassion, leadership, imagination, rhythm. Not the dancing. You're singing in the car ride on the way to Farm Records.
Oh my gosh.
Cotton Eye Joe, I will never forget that moment in the tunnel. You will never forget it. You're not scarred. We were just marinating in the memory. Though, if you had told me I would have gotten you something, though I didn't, so I will get you something later, and it will be extra special. Okay? I would like to describe you in one word. Undefinable. Without further ado, I would like to present the most outrageous officer I have ever had the pleasure of working with. His retiring plaque. Though I love this speaking out to all of you. I must hand over my mic to Miss Melissa Russell for parent recognitions. Our success as